Welcome everybody, welcome to the Cry Freedom Show with Elisa. I'm George Sandu. I'm a spiritual life coach specialising in self-love and self-care. I'm going to do another monologue as Lisa has asked me to do. I was going to do hemp too. I'm not doing that today. I'm going to do that next time. I wanted to talk about manifestations. I think manifestation is so important and key to really understand, because we are master manifestors. We have always been manifesting absolutely everything in our lives, everything that we see. And this is not an easy one to fully accept by the truth movement. And I know I mention this a lot, but I'm not trying, this is not a dig at anyone. This is just the way that I see things, because I've studied human consciousness for a while now, years. I don't believe I know this is going to be, again, hard for people to accept, but I'm just going to be blunt. I'm just going to say it and not hold back, because I believe it's, it's my truth. There's nobody out there. There's nobody out there. The ancient sages and the rishis, they knew, the Indian sages, there's nothing out there. There's no, I know it's going to be hard for people to accept, but there's no one manipulating us, right? There is nobody manipulating us. It's our thought and our belief that somebody out there is manipulating us. Governments, media, the banking system, the pharmaceuticals, all of this stuff. I've done the same homework as everybody else, right? It's our belief, and it comes from the egoic mind, the lower egoic mind. I talk about this a lot. That's where we create the matrix. There is no matrix. People think there is a matrix. Well, okay, that's the thought of it. That's the thought of thinking and believing that there is a matrix and all these entities, so-called entities and demons and AI have created this. It isn't. It has nothing to do with that whatsoever. I say it all the time, it is a bitter truth pill to swallow. It's not about the red pill or the blue pill, it's about the bitter truth pill. We manifest everything in our lives, and it's not going to be an easy one for people to accept. But I've accepted it, and I tell you what, it's given me profound peace, profound inner peace and inner joy. Not the kind of joy and happiness that comes from outside of us, because that's conditional. But if it comes from inside of you, it comes from the Creator, and that's unconditional, because that's all the Creator is. It's unconditional, pure love. That's what we were birthed from. And it's only our thoughts. The universe is all mental, the first principle of natural law. It's only our thought for these things that make us believe that things on the outside is controlling us. I just don't accept it no more. My life is very, very peaceful these days, until I took a real big step back from the so-called truth and freedom movement. I've taken a step back, and I've really gone inwards, and I'm learning some profound things that I can't even put into words. But, I watch and listen to a lot of manifestation videos, and they're spot on with what they're saying. And it's really important to understand what we feel right now. And if we're trying to manifest good things in our life, we have to really understand and clean up our energy, clean up our energy right here, right now, to what we honestly think. Because if we're looking at the government stuff and all of that stuff, it's just going to fill you with rage. That's just going to fill your frustration and anger, and that's what you're advertising to the universe, your inner universe within you, to create more of. And again, that's the bitter truth pill. But it's right, it's the language of as Greg Braden calls it, the language of the divine matrix. Whatever you're feeling right now, that unconditional love that your universe is about now. It's about heart presence. It's about balancing the left and the right brain hemispheres. Whatever you're resonating from now, the frequency, the vibration, that is what you're advertising. So we have to be really honest with ourselves and say to ourselves, how do we really feel? You have to make peace with where you are right here, right now, in this present moment. And that's not an easy thing for people to do. It's getting so much easier for me to do. Because you can't just say empty affirmations. You just can't do it. You have to feel it. You have to feel that the affirmations that you're saying is already done. And I know that sounds cliche and people are, oh, we've heard that before. You must innerstand. We have to feel God. Because if you look at the word feel, it ends in EL, and that's God in Hebrew. There's so many references to the word El in our English language. And again, that's another hot topic. And it's always going to be the phony Phoenicians that get the blame of all that. And it isn't, I've done the same research as everybody else about the phony Phoenicians and how words cast spells. Well, if we're truly honest with ourselves, we cast spells on ourselves, period. And that's what we have to accept. So there's that, and if we're trying to manifest something in our lives, we have to become it. That's what the universe is. It becomes everything that we think about. And also I get this saying from Abraham Hicks, and some people will say, oh, Abraham Hicks, those alarm bells will go off. And there's nothing wrong with Abraham Hicks. It's your belief in if there's anything wrong with the message that Abraham Hicks is delivering. Abraham always says, don't fill in the grid, meaning you don't have to make it happen so hard. And this is the mistake that I've made, and there's no really mistakes in life, but this is the mistake that I used to make, this so-called mistake of trying so hard to make it happen. Because when we do that, the message that we're advertising to the universe is we haven't got it. This stuff is so tricky. This is human consciousness. This is really studying and going in and looking at those blocks that we have. Now, you don't want to keep on saying that we have subconscious blocks, because on another level, you're going to create more of your reality that you have subconscious blocks. It's a very tricky game. It really is. But it doesn't have to be not so easy. It can be really easy. If you really think that it's going to be easy, then it will be easy. Because I tell you what, for me, this manifesting game is becoming easier and easier to stay in the present moment where everything that we want is. So we have to, I do believe in some action. We don't have to try so hard. I believe in the art of effortless action and manifestation. And this is a concept of Wu-Wei, which is a principle in Taoism, the Chinese Taoism. And it brings a lot of pace. When you study this Taoism and the different concepts within that philosophy, it brings so much pace. Like, that's the truest thing that anybody can think of, that if you're feeling more peace within you, then you're going to manifest from that state. But the key thing is to hold on to that. We're very easily distracted by the busyness of the matrix, as Josh X says. And we keep going back to the government and all of that stuff. And I'm not saying never to point the finger or anything. Always what raise awareness, of course. But all of this stuff that's happening in the so-called outside world is a ghost. We're chasing a ghost. We feel that we must do something about it. But you're the individual unit of consciousness that comprises the one supreme being. That is the fractal. There's nothing on the outside that isn't within you. And that's another not so easy thing to accept. Easy for me to accept. Like I said before, if we think that the world is run by pedophiles and Satanists and we believe it, well, what do you think we're going to get in our individual unit of consciousness? We're going to create that, and we're going to see in the world, and we're going to say, look, we found the evidence, here it is. This is what's happening, this is what the world is run by. Well, people are very quick to say, we're the creators. Well, what does that actually mean? We are the creators, and we create absolutely everything in our lives. And I'm ready to accept that. I've accepted that. And that's, as I said before, that's why I've taken a step back. Also, we want to focus on what we want in this life. This is true alchemy work. The real alchemy work is to focus on what you want, and you want to focus on why you want it, to really understand it. But to know that you already have it now is really the key thing, the feeling of having it now. And then that is the process of allowing it to come into your life. We have to create space for these things, and there's no missing pieces. If we continue to think, I've got to work on this, I've got to work on this, and we're going to continuously manifest situations that's going to show to us, this is what you need to work on, this is what you need to work on. Tricky game, this manifestation game. But the truth is, you have been the missing piece. But you are it already here, so there are no missing pieces. You found yourself in this present moment, and you become what you desire right here, right now. And this is what the self-realization is all about. You must know it. Whatever that you're seeking, all of your desires, it's already here, and actually act like it's already here, because we flip-flop. We can flip-flop in the mind of the ego mind and say, oh, it's not here. Oh, it's not here. And you go back to that timeline, because, we're shifting timelines all the time by just making decisions in our minds. We have to embody it. We have to really embody and be who we want to be, whatever we're manifesting. You got to be really soft about this all, and you got to be really gentle and open up the heart chakra, because that's where the universe is. That's how you climb the ladders of consciousness to go home. And that's how you go into the realms of love and manifest the things that you want in your life, because that is the vibration that you want to find, the sweet spot. And you've got to rest in that present moment. You've got to take that present moment by the hand like a child. You can't be in the present moment being angry. And get anger, it's a good emotion to have. You need it some ways, and there's many lessons that come with it, but you cannot stay in that. It's toxic for your immune system. What we want to do is enter this state with pure love, and welcome all the things that you want in your life, and become the miracle zone. This is what the miracle zone is. This is what Marcy Shimoff talks about, the miracle zone. And if you look at the word zone, there's even got one in it. Yeah, the miracle zone, O-N-E, it always goes back to one. The dead represents wisdom, the wise dome that we are, spiritual mastery and God, and the final step of consciousness, C-O-N, C-On. On is an ancient Egyptian city, meaning light. It was the city of light. And as Jordan Maxwell said, God rest his soul, that's why it's symbolic. That you go into a dark room and you switch the light on. All of this is symbolic, all in our faces. If we're willing to stop right here, right now, and look at the symbology that everything that you see around you in this present moment comes to you right here, right now. It's symbolic. It's an unfolding story that comes through you. There is nobody else here. There's only one spirit. It's the one supreme being. The spiritual awakening and enlightened mind. So we have to accept everything that's happening here and now, because it's unfolded from you, because of your thoughts and these belief systems and structures that we have, that we've created ever since we were children. Nobody else has done it to us, folks. Nobody else has done it. I refuse to accept that. And there's a certain amount of mature spirituality to actually accept that. It's only going in inside of us. Nobody has done this to ourselves, like I said before. So to really manifest the dream lives that we want, we have to accept everything that is here in the present moment, whatever's happening, because it comes from us. And if we try to fight it, there's a conflict within us. I'm not saying, any danger, if there's an immediate danger in front of you, of course you take action. I'm not silly, I know when to take action there, but I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about our lives and how to take control of your universe and universes within you. So we accept what's happening right now. And this is true alchemy work, transmuting silver into gold. So the silver is what's happening right now. You accept it with peace and love, because that's what we are. That's what we are. And to transform that silver and transmute it into gold, hence the manifestation and the worlds we want to see and the desires that we want in our lives, then you focus on the goal. And that's how you want your life to be. All the things that you want, because they're all here in this present moment. It's about sticking into that present moment and allowing yourself to be there and be the gold that we are. We are the aura. We have an aura. A-U-R-A. A-U meaning gold. Ra, the Egyptian sun god. We are the golden sun. And we are here in this present moment, and we give birth to our own manifestations from our hearts. The anagram of the word heart is the earth. So the spiritual manifestations is in our heart, and the physical manifestation is here on earth. And we give birth to our own existence, and this is how it's always been. This is how it always is going to be, right here, right now. So I hope that's clear on manifestations. I'm learning a lot more, and I can easily do another part 2 to this, because it's really beautiful to learn. It's really bringing me home. I'm already home. You're already the person that you want to be. Your manifestations are all here. In fact, you don't need to change. You've already changed in the present moment. When you're in the present moment and you have that awareness in the present moment, that is the divine spark within you. The divine spark within you is always aware and always watching it. Be aware of being aware. And I'm going to leave it there with a quote that I literally just saw on Facebook, and it's so fitting. It's amazing. So I saw a quote by Adyam Shanti, and the quote was, "You don't need to let go. You need to see that there is no one holding on." Thanks, folks. Catch you on the next one.